Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. It is Wildcard playoff season here in the NFL. We finished off our prop betting picks here without any Week 17 plays, obviously because the Sportsbooks weren't releasing too many because of all the guys resting and whatnot. But finished off the season 75, 64, and 3, and we are 0-0 in the playoffs right now, and I am about to make that 3-0 here with a couple of player prop picks courtesy of Bet Online Sportsbook, nay, a trio of picks, starting off with Matt Stafford over under 255.5 yards. Obviously, there's some concern going into CenturyLink, and of course with Matt Stafford's allegedly injured hand, but 255.5, I think BetOnline shortchanging him just a little bit here. He's had to throw the ball a ton over the last 3 weeks, and this game script goes to plan, and Seattle does, in fact, blow this team out and is ahead by double figures. Stafford is going to have to throw the ball. They are not going to get by running the football, obviously. I think either way, this is on Stafford to get this win, and I think he's going to be hucking it and chucking it very early in this one. I like over 255, minus 115 from BetOnline. Next up, another quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, over under 275.5 yards. Speaking of blowouts, the Steelers are almost assuredly going to beat down the Miami Dolphins here on Wild Card Weekend, but that could hurt Ben Roethlisberger's chances of having a big game. Obviously, he'll have his few deep passes to Antonio Brown, but dinking and dumping to Le'Veon Bell and running the football a ton with the aforementioned star back, I think is the way the Steelers are going to go in this one, especially if they have a big lead. I do think that Ben Roethlisberger will have a pretty good game, but if he only has 32 pass attempts, his odds of going over 275 diminish a lot. I think the Steelers are going to want to remain as vanilla as possible this week, as long as they can get the win. Move on without showing any of their tricks and trades that they got up their sleeve here heading in deeper in the AFC playoffs. I'm going to go under 275.5, minus 115, BetOnline Sportsbook. Finally, Odell Beckham Jr. over under 90.5 receiving yards. The Giants could be into one of those patented underdog runs to the NFC title game or greater, but they have to get past the hottest team in football right now, the Green Bay Packers. Obviously, this people giving the Packers a lot of credit here. 4.5-point favorites from the sports books. I'm sure the public's going to be all over them as they normally are. But I think the sports books are obviously going to be rooting for the Giants, and I think Odell Beckham Jr. is going to have a big game regardless. The Packers gave up a ton of yards through the air so far this season. Odell Beckham is almost certainly going to have 10-plus targets into this one. I think he can turn that into 91-plus here. I'm going to go over 90.5, minus 115, BetOnline Sportsbook. Best of luck to you on all three of those. Of course, we will be back here for the divisional round of the playoffs in just 1 week, but until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.